Yeah. I titled that video very accurately. That was a grave mistake. Like, I know I said it already, but that was actually one of the dumbest things I've ever done in my life. I took that laxative I was talking about yesterday, and that shit essentially, it gives you a stomach virus with some of the symptoms. Like, my stomach never hurt me or anything like that. It's as if you were actually sick. I don't know who in their right mind would actually take this shit willingly. Like, even if you're constipated, like, this is far from what I needed. Like, I spent more time in the bathroom over these 2 days than my dad has with me. That's a pretty dark joke, I'm sorry. It's actually true, though. The worst part. I genuinely, at any point in my life, if I had some sort of like life-threatening disease, I would actually rather explode from constipation than take this shit again. Like 100%. Like, first of all, you spend half of the day in the bathroom, okay? I've looked through a whole bunch of options on like which ones to take and which ones would be good for me for the things that I was aiming for. I was looking for a little bit of, you know, just light relief. That's what this shit that I took said it was, but it's not. This is heavy relief. This isn't light at all. That's a lie. A few of the people that I tried to talk to about this whole thing, included my grandpa, a couple friends and stuff that have had any experience with this stuff. I started like looking through my cabinets and stuff like that, and I found some, but it wasn't the stuff that people were telling me. It was like called milk of magnesium or some shit like that. And they're like, oh no, don't drink that. That's like stuff that they would give old people. So I was actually on the brink of taking something that's actually like 10 times worse than what I had already taken, which I think is actually already terrible. Like, I can't imagine anything being any worse than this. A lot of the people were telling me like, okay, whenever you do this kind of stuff, you need to hydrate yourself a shit ton. I just threw away like 8 bottles of water since this morning, and I actually contemplated not even making this video because I was like, well, fuck, what if I'm in the middle of making it and then I have to go to the bathroom again? What if something happens in the middle of the video? I moved the wrong way, or I hit a crazy ass clip and I legit this is actually one of the worst things I've ever done in my life. Like, there's no question about it. People are telling me, stay hydrated, keep drinking water, all this other stuff, because you can start getting a headache, and it'd just be really bad for you. You're gonna have an awful time if you don't hydrate yourself after all of this. I woke up this morning with a mouth and throat drier than any girl that I've ever tried to hit on. People were telling me, too, like, man, this is a bad idea. Like, a really bad idea. This stuff belongs to demons. It's pure evil. Like, there's no one in the world that should have to go through something like this. You know how long it's been since I've used Vaseline? I feel like a baby again. The worst part about all of this, I woke up this morning to them telling me that there's some sort of like tornado warning for New Jersey. So now I'm sitting here like staring outside and looking at all the wind and all this other shit, worried about some sort of F5 tornado coming through to my house and killing me. But the thing is, the safest place in your house is the bathroom, right? If you don't have a basement or some sort of cellar, you don't want to go in that bathroom. My family would have to go into the bathroom while I'm still on a laxative. If there was some sort of kill cam after you died, if I actually died on the toilet from a tornado, that would be my luck. Really would. And then people are telling me, oh, well, why don't you just eat salty stuff? Then your body will retain a lot of the water. And I'm like, oh yeah, good idea. And then I realized that the only salty thing I really eat is ramen. And no ramen. I started cooking some ramen and then realized halfway through this is probably a really fucking bad idea. This is hardly a solid food. Finally, it didn't happen to me. I mean, throughout this entire video, I could have made a bunch of really awful, like, poop jokes, but I'm just so sick and tired of it all. I just want it to be over. I want to go back to having a normal digestive system. I did this to myself. You're right, I do deserve it. Never again, though. I was gonna end this video with a poop joke, but honestly, I kind of just felt like that would have been a little shitty, so